Topic of this video is simple. We're just going to add another type of path mode for our NPC to be able to follow. So in the past, we have a looping path, we have random path mode, and now let's maybe add a reverse looping. So it will go through it, it'll just go through it in the opposite order. Instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and loops the other way. So let's take a look at updating our flowchart, which looks now like this. So now we're checking from the non-alert state, do we have waypoints? If we do, we're first checking what mode are we in. So if it's random, we're doing what we did last time. If the path mode is reverse, we're going to set our current target to waypoints -1. And from there, we're checking, are we at the beginning of the list? If we are, we're going to go all the way back to the end and move there. If we're not at the beginning, that means we still have more to loop through, and then we'll go through all of those until we are back at the beginning. So it's literally exactly the same as our looping one, it's just opposite. So it should be something that's fairly easy to implement, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. I feel like the easiest way to do this, since we already have an enum for our path mode, is let's just add another comma and let's add reverse looping as an option in here. Now we can scroll all the way down to our move routine, and we do have this switch statement that's checking what path mode we are, right? So we have looping right here, we have our random mode right here, which I am going to delete some comments real quick, and let's go ahead and add another case. So let's add our case path mode dot reverse looping colon and then add a break statement. So we want to check if we are at the beginning, we want to set waypoint to end of list. And then, of course, if pause at end is true, then we pause. So if we're at the beginning, we're going to go to the end. Else, meaning that we are not at the beginning yet, we still have more to go, we will go to the previous point on the list. So that would be current waypoint minus, right? And then, of course, we're going to check if pause at each waypoint is true, then we will pause. Cool. So that is our reverse looping pseudocode. If you'd like, you can go ahead and pause the video here and try to complete this challenge on your own. And if you can't figure it out, no worries, I will show you a solution right now. So what we're doing is super similar to our looping path mode here, like kind of almost exactly the same. So I'm going to check if our current waypoint equals 0. So if we are at the beginning, then we need to go to the end. So we're going to say current waypoint equals waypoints.count -1, right? Because remember that is 5 minus 1, which is the fourth element of our list, which is the correct index number. And then we got to check if pause at end is true, then we can yield return a new wait 4 seconds, and we will do the random.range like we've done before, the min pause and the max pause. There we go. So that's this part done. Delete. And now we have to check else, meaning we are not at the beginning. So else, we are going to set our current waypoint minus. So we're just going to go backwards through the list until we get to the beginning, in which case we will go back to the end. Whew. And then the last thing is we got to check if pause at each waypoint. If that is true, then we'll do the same thing. We'll yield, return a new wait 4 seconds, a random.range between the minimum pause and the maximum pause. And that should be it. We should be able to reverse loop through every waypoint that we have in our list. Beautiful. Let's hit save and let's go test it out. So on our NPC, the current path mode, I'm going to choose reverse looping. We should see it go to 0 since that's the first element. I believe that's our target. And then we should see it go backwards to this waypoint. So it's going to go, I believe, here and then here. Oh, Unity crashed. At least when Unity crashes, you don't lose your script. So I'll take that. Here we go again. Okay, I'm going to save the scene and let's hit play. So it's going to number 1 that's in the corner, and it should go to 5 in the middle because it's reverse looping. Beautiful. It's going to 5 in the middle, and then it will go to 4, which I think is this corner one here, maybe. Let's see where 4 is. Oh, 4 is that corner one. Nice. Okay, sweet. So our reverse looping seems to be working. In the next one, we're going to take a look at adding maybe one last path mode, which would be like a ping pong mode. It will go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back the other way, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sweet. Good job in this one. I will see you in the next one.